inside. It stays up and stay low. I don't reveal what I know. I don't show off. I don't flex. I don't chase threats. I collect. Stand right here. I don't slide. If I say less, it's by design. I'll say it once. I don't speak twice. I don't gamble, but I roll the dice. I don't rush plays. I let it sit. I don't force moves. I commit. I don't need noise to get respect. I don't throw shots. I stay direct. I don't leave gaps. I don't guess when the pressure hits. I'm at my best.
Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, good evening, good afternoon, good night. We got some things to talk about. First off, we're going to talk about the Leon Draisaitl update. And there's a lot of people on the interwebs that are pissed off about what Knobloch said. Oh, by the way, like the shirt, Hockey Night in Canada. Now, I digress, we'll get into it. Now, Coach Knobloch was given information last night when asked the question, how long is Leon out for? And he gave the coach answer. He said he's out for the remainder of the regular season. And then we reevaluate come playoffs. And I don't know, like, to me, that is the smart answer to give. But the information that he had, with the testing that he had in front of him, with the status that he had in front of him, that is the smart answer. That is the best answer. That was the answer he had to say. He didn't have to give you guys all the, well, he's going to be getting da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and if this test da-da-da-da-da-da-da comes da-da-da-da, we reevaluate. But if it's da-da-da-da, then we'll know. He did say that he was having an MRI done today. Draisaitl had an MRI done today. And thankfully, the MRI is negative, which means there is no contusion, there is no bone breakage, there is no tear, there is nothing that should worry Oiler fans other than bruise and stay off your hip for a couple of weeks. So, given this new information, GM Bowman goes out and he tells the people Draisaitl is fine. He will be back for playoffs, which he will be. The reason why Knobloch didn't say that last night was, let's play the devil's advocate for a second here. Like I like to be a little bit of the devil. Let's say that Draisaitl had his MRI this morning. And if shits and giggles, it came back that there is a definite problem in his hip, like there's a tear, or the bone got knocked out of place. Heaven forbid, he's got no hip. Today we are having a press conference. We are having a Draisaitl sitting at the Edmonton Oilers championship room, Hall of Fame room, call it whatever room you want to call it. And he is having a season-ending press conference telling everybody that he's going to be back in October. He will miss the remainder 11 games of the season. He will miss the entirety of the playoffs, and we will see him in October. That is why Knobloch didn't tell everybody or anybody the severity or the non-severity of it, because he didn't know at the time. So for you Goombas, wackadoos, yups going on Twitter and Instagram and other social media saying, oh, Knobloch doesn't give a full truth. Knobloch gave the truth as he knew it at that time. Because again, yes, Draisaitl was getting an MRI done. Yes, it could have came back way worse than what it was. Let's say that his MRI came back totally bad. It is done. His hip is done. Full hip replacement coming. Where does that leave his career? But no, we got the good news. No damage. Everything was negative. Everything looked good. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. He'll be back in 4 weeks, to be specific. So, I don't know what more coach needs to do for you clowns to just kind of get off his back. And Edmonton Oilers media, you are a joke. Specifically, a few of yous, you know who you are. You are a joke, and you are a reason a lot of big-name players and a lot of big-name goalies will refuse to come to Edmonton. Forever. Doesn't matter how long we have McDavid or Draisaitl for. Big-name players refuse to come here because the media is classless at best most of the time. And I've got friends in media, and they know the ones I'm talking about. You as fans know the ones I'm talking about that ask the stupid questions all the time. Now, moving on, the game that was played last night against the team that the Oilers had to beat, the San Jose Sharks. The Oilers did exactly what they had to do. They won. They got bottom six production. They had good defense. They had good goaltending. It wasn't great. I'm not going to use the word great, but it was good. They learned, and they have learning, to play from the defense out. What does that mean, Matt? What does that mean, Matthew? Matthew, what does that mean they're learning to play backhand out? They are learning to play on the right side of the puck. If you watched that game last night, you noticed the forwards were playing a little bit better in their own zone. And don't give me, whoa, it's San Jose, they're not a good... Bullshit. I kept hearing all night long how great San Jose is. I kept hearing all night long how good their team is, how good they are defensively, how great their goaltender was. I heard it all night long about this isn't last year's San Jose. This isn't 5 years ago San Jose. This San Jose team is going to make the playoffs. This San Jose team is going to be a winner. I heard it over and over and over. So don't tell me in that same breath, well, it's against San Jose. The Oilers played the right way. They won. They played the right way against Nashville. They won. If the Oilers continue to play the right way against Florida and Tampa Bay, they will win. Now, of course, like I said, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Oilers had a 3-1 lead. I got proof here. I got proof in the pudding. So it started out as an Oilers power play, right? Last game, Oilers power play. Nothing. It wasn't good. On that power play even, they took a penalty. You can't have that. I'm sorry. You cannot take penalties when you're on the power play. Thankfully, San Jose did not score on their power play. Unfortunately for the Oilers, the second shot of the game, Orlov, it ends up in the back of the net. We got a 1-0 hockey game assisted by Winberg and Sherwood. Keep that little pesky mother you-know-what name in your mouth a little bit longer. I have no respect for Sherwood. I think that Sherwood is one of those guys that you like when he's on your team and you don't like him when you're playing against him. For me, I don't like him when he's on my team. But 1-0 San Jose. Oilers get a second power play. They score. Hopkins with his... Oh, shoot. I forgot to write that down. Not bad. 18th of the year. Assisted by McDavid and Bouchard. Now, later on in the game, we thought Hopkins got 8.800. They gave the assist to Roslovic. Took it away from Hopkins. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. Speaking of that goal, Murphy, his first as an Edmonton Oiler. His 5th of the season, assisted by Roslovic and Dickinson. Bottom scoring. Need it. Had to have it. Now, first period, we're still up 2-1. We're humming, we're homing. We're doing the thing we need to do. Vasily Podkolzin, his 16th of the year, assisted by Adam Henrique. 3-1 Edmonton. Shots after one were the Oilers 10, San Jose 8. We move to the second period where I swear to God, that team that went into the locker room with a 2-goal lead did not come out of the locker room. Full marks to the San Jose Sharks that period, and I'm not taking anything away from that San Jose Shark team. Full marks. Regenda, Beautiful. Beautiful tip. Now, there was a lot of things wrong with that goal on the Oilers. There was a lot of things wrong that I did not like that the Oilers did. I'm going to talk about it right quick. Thing number one. Ingram, if you're going to try and knock a puck down, you've got to knock it down. Don't put your stick out there like you're going to block it, because what that did was that stopped your team from skating. If you see that goal, you're going to see Wallman stop skating, Stastny stop skating, Jones and Friedrich all stop skating. 4 of the 5 guys on the ice all stopped skating because they thought you were going to stop the puck in front of the net. And that really brings me to the next part. Wallman and Jones were directing traffic. Friedrich was a step too late, and Stastny just was a step too early because he screened the goalie perfectly, and Friedrich couldn't get the puck on stick before the tip. Now, we can look back at it and be like, okay, it's no big worries. To me, in that situation, if I was Wallman, because I was already inside position, me being Wallman, I would have taken the inside instead of Stastny going from the half wall to across the ice. I myself would have taken that as Wallman and taken that entire lane and shut that lane down and hoped Stastny would have stopped the cross crease pass if it was coming. But ifs and buts, if my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle. Now, it is still 3-2 Edmonton. Unfortunately for the Oilers, there's a breakaway. Sherwood gets his 21st of the year, and it is 3-3 going into the third period. We're thinking, oh no, here we go again. Same old Edmonton Oilers. This time they don't have that lethal weapon dynamic duel Draisaitl McDavid to go through. It's okay. Shots after 2 were 15 for the Sharks, 12 for the Oilers in that period, so 23-22. We got ourselves a really good hockey game. If you're a fan of hockey, regardless of your favorite team, last night was entertaining. Last night was a good hockey game. Now, third period comes along, and wouldn't you freaking know, Max Jones, his second of the year, gets the goal assisted by Henrique and Friedrich. Hard work pays off. Of course, not to be outdone, Hyman scores his 29th of the year, assisted by Savoy and Ekholm. Oilers win 5-3. Shots in the third period were 7 for San Jose, 15 for the Oilers to end the night at 37-30. Ingram was 27 out of 30 for 900 save percentage, 3 goals against. Nedlovic was 32 out of 37 for an 865, 5 goals against. Oilers have now won back-to-back games. We have Florida on Thursday. It isn't going to be a cakewalk, but it isn't going to be your typical Florida Panthers either. They're not that good this year. I don't care. They're not making the playoffs. Saturday's going to be a wash. If you beat Tampa, you beat Tampa. You're on a 4-game heater, possibly. If you don't, you don't. Not a big deal. You move on to the next week where you've got all Western Conference teams, and you just win those games. Like I said before, win your division games, you win your division. It's simple. It's easy. It's that simple to me. If you win your divisional games, you're going to not only make playoffs, but you're going to finish very high in your division. Oilers have the chance to do that, win the division, not just make playoffs, but win the division is still my goal, and I think it's the Oilers' goal moving forward. That's all I got to say. I'm going to leave you with a little video, and I'll see you guys on Thursday against Florida. Doses.
Surprise, motherfuckers. Surprise, motherfuckers. Surprise, motherfuckers. Surprise, motherfuckers.